Alright, so just over a year ago, Dr. Squatch released a set of 4 Star Wars soaps which were loved by some and hated by others. If you didn't see my review for it, I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out. So just over a year later, and Squatch decided to release a second set of 4 Star Wars soaps. And I also made a review for that one if you want to check that out as well. So I thought I would make a video and rank all 8 of the Star Wars soaps from worst to best. I've already seen a lot of people saying that the second set is way better than the first, but I think some people are just being a prisoner of the moment. The new scents are a lot stronger than the first, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're better. So let's go ahead and jump into these rankings. Coming in at number 8, Suds of Darkness. I would say this is the strongest scent out of all 8 of the Star Wars bars. And that may be good for some, but it's too strong for me. I just don't care for this scent. It's a bit perfumery, and it has a very similar scent as another Dr. Squatch scent that they just released, Black Hole, in which I do not like Black Hole at all. And I thought Black Hole was okay at first after I first used it, but about a week or 2 later, I picked the package up and it reeked. It has a horrible scent, one of the very worst in the entire Dr. Squatch catalog. That apricot scent reeks, and I now think that that Black Hole scent is one of the very worst in the entire Dr. Squatch catalog. And unfortunately for me, Suds of Darkness smells a lot like Black Hole. So this is also one of my least favorites in the Dr. Squatch catalog. And it is the worst of the Star Wars collection in my opinion. It also has a bit of that same apricot scent that Black Hole has. Number 7, Resistance Rinse. This Resistance Rinse bar smells very, very similar to the Riddler Enigma bar. If you take the sour apple scent out of the Riddler bar, you're going to have Resistance Rinse. I'm not a big fan of the Riddler bar. I think it's okay. But if you're a big fan of the Riddler bar, then you may like Resistance Rinse. This scent is okay. It's not bad or anything, but I was just hoping for something more. It just smells kind of plain and generic to me. There's a loud fragrance in it, but the fragrance is just loud, but it doesn't smell good. So yeah, these two may be stronger than the first Star Wars collection, but they're definitely not better. Number 6 from the first Star Wars collection, Ruthless Rinse. Now I would say this is probably the worst bar out of the first collection, but this one's not bad. It's just not anything memorable. It has a bit of a sweet fruit scent. I think it's from the dragon fruit powder. So although this isn't anything spectacular, I do like it better than Suds of Darkness and Resistance Rinse from the new Star Wars collection. Alright, coming in at number 5, Legendary Lather. Now this bar definitely does have a pretty strong fragrance. It smells like a combination of grass and dish detergent. Of course, all of these are bars of soap, but this just smells like classic soap. When you smell it, that's what you think of. You just think of soap. And although all of these are soaps, they have other fragrances so that it doesn't only smell like soap. This, on the other hand, just smells like soap. But it's a decent scent though. It's not bad. Some people have bragged about this one. Some people really love this one. And while I am not personally a big fan of this, I can see why some people do like it. Alright, 4 down, 4 to go. Alright, so on to number 4, Dark Side Scrub. I actually like how creative this bar is. You got the red and the black is charcoal and it has a smoky scent. The red, on the other hand, I think is the same scent, the same soap as the Ruthless Rinse, as it has a sweet fruit scent like a dragon fruit powder. This bar has 2 completely different scents. The black smells like smoke and the red smells like dragon fruit. So if you smell the black, it just smells like smoke. But when you smell the red part, it smells like fruit. I also like this bar because of the activated charcoal. So this isn't one of my favorite bars in the Dr. Squatch catalog, but it is one of their most creative. All right, number 3, and this is a funny one, Sinister Scrub. And the reason I say this is funny is because this smells like apple pie. But it smells really good. Get this out so you can see what it looks like. Got that black and purple swirl. Yeah, this smells like apple pie. It also smells similar to Brick of the Dead minus the vanilla scent. If Brick of the Dead and Bay Rum mated, they'd have Sinister Scrub with some apple pie. So Brick of the Dead, Bay Rum, apple pie equals Sinister Scrub. So it seems to me that Squatch is just recycling their old soaps, which is not very creative. But it does smell good. So I think Sinister Scrub is the best bar in the new Star Wars set. Alright, so number 2, Wisdom Wash. This has such an awesome lime scent. This is an example of when you have a powerful scent, but it's not loud or perfumery. This is a really strong bar, but it doesn't smell like fragrance. It just has a really nice lime scent. Wisdom Wash is from the first collection, and it's just as strong as any of the ones in the new collection, and the scent is way better. Even though this one's really powerful, it doesn't smell fragrancy. But all 3 of these bars smell very fragrancy. So this is how you do a strong bar without overdoing the fragrance. Because this Wisdom Wash is a really good bar. It's actually one of the best in the entire Dr. Squatch catalog. So Wisdom Wash started out as my top favorite in the Star Wars collection, but then Only Hope soap just really grew on me. And this is now my number 1 in the Star Wars collection. When I first made a review about this one, I kept saying that the scent is very hard to pinpoint. It's hard to describe. And I still agree with that. Some people have said it smells like incense. Some people have thought it smells kind of like a car freshener. But I think what it smells like is potpourri. Now this bar is much more subtle. It's not loud or strong. It's not powerful, but it has a really nice, pleasant scent. I'll show it to you real quick. It has a blue and brown swirl design. Yeah, it does kind of smell like potpourri, but I still can't pinpoint exactly what it smells like. But I know when you use this bar in the shower, it feels really good on your skin. And although this doesn't have a very strong scent, it will still linger on your skin for a little while after you use it. I was actually hoping that the second Star Wars collection had a bar in it that had a nice subtle scent similar to this. But instead, they just decided to go heavy with the fragrances. None of the bars in the first Star Wars collection were fragrancy. And honestly, I probably won't even use any of those bars from the second Star Wars collection, but I'll definitely be using Only Hope soap and Wisdom Wash. I will say, out of all 8 bars in both Star Wars collection, these are the only 2 that I love. Sinister Scrub is pretty good, but I don't love it. I know a lot of people will disagree with my pick for number 1. I know a lot of people don't really care much for Only Hope soap, and that's fine. I understand because it is a very subtle scent, but I will say if you have the bar, try it out in the shower 2 or 3 times and see if it grows on you like it did me. It might surprise you. Because I didn't think much of this when I first smelled it out of the package either, but once I used it, I really liked it. And that's when I decided that I liked it even better than Wisdom Wash. And I still love Wisdom Wash just as much as I did when I made that review, but this one just grew on me. And now this is my favorite of the Star Wars collection, with Wisdom Wash just a step behind it. So although I'm not crazy about the Star Wars collection as a whole, I really do like these 2 bars. So 2 out of 8 bars cracked my top 10 favorites, so I think that's a pretty good percentage. So that's about it for this rankings review. Let us know in the comments which is your favorite bar out of the Star Wars collection. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching and God bless.